Are you familiar with the phrase, whipping a dead horse? Well, the owners of the YuGiOh franchise have been doing it for so long, even the whip is starting to wear out. The meat on the carcass has either long since rotted off or been picked off by vultures. And all that remains is a barren skeleton of okay-ish special effects, blatant product placement, and all the figurative character depth of a kiddie pool. Now, you could argue that by reviewing it, I'm in fact giving it publicity, which is the exact opposite of telling people not to watch it. But really, I just want to show people what they're missing. Or, rather...
Like I'd be scared of someone named Kite. Please, I'll make him beg like a dog. Arr!
What they aren't missing. Ugh. So that others don't suffer the same fate of watching an episode, then rocking in a corner in the fetal position for an hour, and then wasting valuable time that could have been spent doing homework, instead complaining about it on the internet. Now, as per typical Dirty Business format, I'm only going to look over one episode from this series. The first episode that I've seen, because that's the episode that usually leaves the biggest impression. So, with all that said, let's start our look at episode 26, Let the Duels Begin, by taking a look at our main character, Yuma Sugamo. He's pretty much the love child of Nicki Minaj and Riley Freeman from the Boondocks. And his main objective is to, you guessed it, be the best there ever was.
Of course!
He is accompanied by a being from another world and the evolved form of Booberry, the oh-so-creatively named Astral. He has the mystical power of being really good at children's card games. And together they must collect all 99 numbered XYZ monsters to restore Astral's memory! This show would be over so much sooner if they just got an Amazon account. That, if Yu-Gi-Oh cards weren't so expensive. Now, the plot of this episode is that Yuma's trying to enter this thing called the Duel Carnival, which totally isn't run by the villains or anything. And whoever wins gets one wish, or however that works.
I know what I'd wish for. A date with Yuma.
Wow. To think there's a woman out there with worse taste in men than Selena Gomez. So, anywho, Yuma wanted to enter this carnival thing, but he doesn't have enough star chips, whatever, who cares, star chips to enter. Why doesn't he have any, you ask?
Yuma, you did apply for the event, right?
Apply?
Yeah, you know, fill out the online app for entry.
Online app?
Like this one here on the website? Don't you see the giant icon to apply?
Is that what that's for? I kinda thought it was just a cool little picture.
One of these days, Shonen Jump, one of these days, pow! Zoom! Right to the Shadow Realm! So, you're probably wondering just how our plucky young protagonist handles such a ridiculous setback. He handles it in pretty much the lamest way you could handle this situation or any other. He just walks up to the main gate of the Duel Carnival, and he whines.
Please, I'm begging you! You have no idea what this means to me! You have to let me in the tournaments!
And gripes.
Yep. Uh-oh, here it comes! My vitals are slowing! My body can't take it!
And plead.
Nice day! How can I have a nice day if I'm not in the Duel Carnival? Come on, give me a heart piece!
And beg with all his might for them to let him in.
Please, I'll give you my entire life savings for a heart piece. That's almost 75 cents!
The guild of whiny protagonists won't stand for this treatment! Isn't that right, Shinji Ikari? Meanwhile, the cocky, dickish anti-hero of the series, Shark, is confronted by...
Long time no see, Reginald. I'm sorry, everyone calls you Shark now, don't they?
Kane from Battle beat him on if he stood in front of one of those funhouse mirrors? So, Kane is here to taunt Shark by flashing him a little exposition that would reveal something to me crucial about Shark's backstory if I actually cared about Shark's backstory.
I don't blame you. You wanted to win so badly for her. How could you resist my conveniently placed duel deck? Why, it's almost as though that deck was left out on purpose.
What? You mean? You set me up! Why you?
William Shatner, eat your heart out.
I shall leave you as you left me, as you left her, marooned for all eternity in the center of a dead planet. Buried alive, buried alive.
Why you?
Next, we meet the rest of our merry band of dull antagonists. Each one less interesting than the last! You know, it's humbling to know there's always someone out there who has it worse than you. I mean, I'm just watching this anime and it's torture. But this person, he's in the anime and it's driving him completely insane. It's also revealed that for whatever reason, these guys are also after the numbers as well.
All will become clear once I've gathered the numbers.
Oh, yeah, I just said that.
Very well. Until then, I'll just enjoy putting Shark through the ringer again.
So, the other dumb subplot concludes with Yuma getting his way after throwing a temper tantrum. Because that's the way you should handle your problems, kids! But really, it was just because this frontier brain or whatever named Kite wanted revenge against Astral for a past defeat that he suffered at Astral's blue, translucent hands. Well, I guess friends in high places are a necessity when you're a wordless main character who can't do anything himself and is thus incapable of undergoing any character development as a result. I hate Yuma. I really hate Yuma. I have never wanted to hurt a fictional character as much as I have Yuma Sugamo. If only I, or a throwaway minor character, could drill him in the face with a soccer ball that looks really, 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 really tacky.
Out of my way! Move it! Since winning this tournament is my goal, I'll let my soccer ball pick my opponent.
Well, I would have liked to have seen the ball make contact with his face, but I guess you can't get everything you want in this world. I don't know this guy's name, and I don't feel like learning this guy's name. But if my knowledge on the names of minor Yu-Gi-Oh characters is as keen as I think it is, I bet he's named Kick McGoalie or something like that. And the episode concludes with old Kick challenging Yuma to a soccer duel. Slightly more boring than regular soccer, though has the added benefit of being completely retarded. And no, I am not saying it's retarded because I don't know any other words to describe this situation because I'm a dumb teenager. I'm saying it's retarded because it's actually retarded. It is literally retarded. In fact, to say it is retarded is an understatement of the highest caliber. And when you think about it, that statement could probably apply to Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal as a whole as well. If I had to summarize Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal with two adjectives, they would be boring and annoying. Annoying, if you will. At its core, this is just your run-of-the-mill Saturday morning advertise a product children's anime that has nothing special or intriguing about it. Pretty lame and not really worth talking about. Or at least it would be. However, this show is pushed rather violently into the infuriatingly terrible avoid-at-all-costs territory by its main character. Yuma is a whiny, unlikable spaz whose voice sounds like nails on a chalkboard if it were auto-tuned. He kills whatever scant chance this show has of being watchable. Now, I suppose one could make the argument that he's one of those main characters who starts out as an annoying loser, and over time develops into a likable character. Well, maybe that argument would hold merit if this weren't already the second season. My rating? 1 out of 6. Garbage. Annoying garbage. Take care, have a pleasant tomorrow, and don't be afraid to take care of your dirty business.
Jerome, what's going on in there? Who you talking to?
This is what I have to put up with on a daily basis. I should have stayed in college. Dirty Business. Recorded using the most advanced toilet paper technology available. Next, we read the mess... How much better does it sound when I record up close?
Jerome? Jerome, what are you doing? What's going on in there? Who you talking to? Jerome?
One
Answer
more.
mommy.
Okay, one more.
Jerome? Jerome, what's going on in there? Who you talking to? Answer me, Jerome. Talk to mommy.